You just had a record-breaking month. Maybe 20,000, maybe 30. The invoice cleared. The number is sitting in your bank account. And for a solid 30 seconds, you felt incredible, unstoppable. And then, right on schedule, another feeling kicks in. A little bit of anxiety under the surface, a little bit of, oh my God, what's going on? You find yourself thinking, okay, so what's about to go wrong? You're not celebrating. You're just sitting there bracing for your impact. You're waiting on the other shoe to drop because in your experience, it always does. So why wouldn't it this time? A massive unexpected tax bill shows up. Your top client, the one who just paid you, suddenly needs to pause their contract. Your laptop dies. You get into a stupid fight with your partner and the stress wipes you out for 3 days. I don't know, but somehow by the end of the month, all of that extra money is accounted for, and you're right back where you started, exhausted. You call it a good month, followed by a bad month. You think it's just the feast or famine cycle of business. You've done years of work on this. You've journaled, you've affirmed, you've visualized, you've done all the things, and you're still stuck in this loop, consciously aware of the pattern, but completely unable to stop it. So today we're not talking about manifesting more money. You are already good at that. We're talking about the mechanics of your receiving capacity. For years, you've been focused on the wrong problem. You've been trying to get better at attracting money, when the real work is in expanding your capacity to hold it without creating absolute fucking chaos. Your receiving capacity is the amount of success, money, and ease that your nervous system can handle before it registers a threat. It's your default setting for how good things are allowed to get. It is not a mindset. It is a deep physical identity level program running in the background. And right now, yours is capped. This is why all the mindset work you've done feels like it's not sticking. You're trying to use willpower to fix a wiring problem. You can say, I'm a wealthy 7-figure CEO, look at me 1,000 times. But if your internal system is programmed to feel safe at and normal at $8,000 a month, it will fight you tooth and nail when $30,000 shows up. It will register that 30 grand as an anomaly, a system error, a dangerous spike. And its one and only job is to get you back to its version of safe as quickly as possible. But how does it do that? Well, by creating a problem. Let's look at this real world scenario, okay? A woman has a goal to hit a 25K month. She's been stuck at around 10K. She hustles, she launches, she does everything right, and it works. She has a $27,000 a month. She's thrilled. But her receiving capacity is set to 10K. That extra 17 grand is sitting in her system like a foreign object. So her subconscious goes to work. So first, a surprise $4,000 bill from her accountant appears. Then her kid suddenly needs braces, another 5 grand. She gets into a fight with her best friend, feels drained, and cancels a sales call that would have probably brought in another 3 grand. Finally, she feels so burnt out from the good that she tells herself she deserves a last-minute vacation and drops another 5 grand on the trip. So look at the numbers, okay? 4K, 5K, what did I say? 3K, 5K. So that's like 17 grand. She is now perfectly and unconsciously back at her 10K comfort zone. It's not bad luck. It is not the universe testing her. It's math. Her system efficiently offloaded the excess to restore its own equilibrium. And she is so damn good at it, she doesn't even see it as her own creation. You can't solve this with the same thinking that's been analyzing it for years. You need a different frame. You need a different perspective. Your problems are a creative act, not a random event. You have to stop seeing the chaos that follows a big win as something that happens to you. It's something your system generates for you. Your subconscious is not dumb. It is a highly creative, incredibly efficient problem-solving machine. When it perceives the problem of having too much money, it gets to work. It scans your entire life for the weakest point and creates a money-sucking emergency there. Is your car old? Perfect! Let's break the transmission! Do you feel guilty about not spending enough time with family? Great! Let's generate a family crisis that requires you to fly home. Are you worried about taxes? Fantastic. Well, here's a letter from the IRS. It's not a problem. It's targeted. Your subconscious is using your own fears and weak spots against you to achieve this primary goal, getting you back to your normal. You aren't unlucky. You are just a beautiful creator of circumstances that keep you right where you are. Allowing is an active skill. You probably think allowing is about surrender, about sitting on a meditation cushion and being open to receive. That's bullshit. Allowing is an active, trainable skill. It is the practice of holding that charge. It's the work you do after the money hits the bank. It's noticing that frantic energy in your body, the sudden urge to go online and spend, the impulse to pick a fight, or the deep need to fix a problem that didn't exist yesterday. And it's the conscious act of not doing it. It's sitting with the discomfort of having more. It's breathing through the feeling that it's not safe, that it's going to be taken away. It's training your nervous system moment by moment that this new level of income is not a threat. It is just a new normal. All allowing is about learning how to hold on. I want you now to see your good months as a diagnostic tool. You're obsessed with trying to replicate your good months, right? You make spreadsheets, you analyze the marketing, you try to reverse engineer the success. You're missing the point. That record-breaking month was the diagnostic test. It showed you what you're capable of generating. But more importantly, the chaos that followed showed you in the exact dollar-to-dollar limit of your current receiving capacity. Stop trying to have more good months. Start using them as data. When you hit that 27K and your life implodes, your only job is to study the implosion. What problems got created? How much did they cost? How did you feel right before you created them? That right there, that's the real work. That is the blueprint for what needs to be rewired. I can hear you thinking now, after I've made my points, I get this. I've heard this before. I've done the work around receiving. I know you have. I know. That's why you're here. You're one of the most self-aware people that you know. But your awareness has become your most sophisticated hiding place. Being able to intelligently narrate your own self-sabotage pattern as it happens is not the same as changing it. You've become such a great commentator on your own life instead of the person actually changing the outcome. You can stand by the side of a pool and read 1,000 books on fluid dynamics and proper swimming form. You can be an expert on swimming. But the first time you jump into the deep end, your body is going to panic. Like throwing a cat into a pool. Because your body hasn't learned how to swim yet. Your intellect has. Your mind knows the theory of allowing. Your body, your nervous system, your identity, they still believe that more money equals more danger. And in a fight between your smart brain and your primal body, the body wins. Every single time. So you've been operating like a hotel with 10 beautiful high-end suites, but you've kept the no vacancy sign lit for 9 of them. You spend all your energy on marketing, trying to attract more high-end guests to your one available room. You get a new guest, you check them in, and you're full. So when the next amazing guest, a huge opportunity, a massive contract shows up, You have to tell them you don't have space, or worse, you try to squeeze them in, and it creates chaos for everyone. You think you have an attraction problem, but in reality, you have an inventory problem. You keep trying to manifest more, to attract more, to call in more, but you can't receive what you don't have room for. So instead of focusing on getting more money, how about you start focusing on building more rooms? Thank you guys, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!